Hey, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And here we are with a comparison of the two Nexus 6 devices, the brand new one being announced today along with the Nexus 5X. We're taking a look, of course, at the Nexus 6P. Now, I do have my Nexus 6 over here on my right hand, and the first thing you're going to notice is a substantial size decrease. Not necessarily just in the size, but also the design itself lends itself to better handling. So we have a 5.7-inch screen on both of these. In the case of both devices, we have Quad HD displays, but the Nexus 6P is AMOLED. And if I just unlock the device right here, you can see the difference in the displays here. Just taking a look at what we have underneath the surface. Of course, I have Lollipop here as the operating system on the Nexus 6, and Marshmallow is what we're getting standard in the 6P. Heading down to software, we're just going to go ahead and show that Easter egg real quick. Android 6, Android 5. So there we are with Lollipop and Marshmallow. Now, what's great is that a lot of the features from the original Nexus 6 that we really liked, including the dual front-facing speakers, return in the 6P, which is awesome, but this metal construction really gives it a better feel. The plastic on the back, along with that curve on the backing that Motorola put in the Nexus 6, unfortunately made this a little bit unwieldy, but now things are just that little bit more rigid and a little bit easier to really grip, and the metal allows it to have a heft that makes it sit in the hand just a little bit more securely. And then we also have the fingerprint reader on the backing right here that will be used with Nexus Imprint, and the ability to wake and unlock the phone in under a second will be able is really nice to have on these two Nexus devices. As far as specifications go, the Snapdragon 805 is what powers the Nexus 6, and the Snapdragon 810, the latest in Qualcomm's line, powers the 6P. And of course, you're going to have the kind of speed that you would expect from a Nexus device. The cameras are also updated in the new Nexus devices. The Nexus 6P has a 12.3 megapixel at 4:3 ratio camera on the back, but also has UHD 4K video recording. There are going to be some enhancements, especially to the HDR Plus capabilities of the camera app, but we also have a laser focus for both of the new Nexus phones, something that the Motorola version of the Nexus is not able to boast. But of course, the other main additions are inside of Android Marshmallow, updating from Lollipop with a few very key enhancements. One of the ones that I'll be able to show you just in this video right now is the ability to use Now on Tap. Now that we have a page open, you just have to hold down on the home button, and Now on Tap will come up. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi is pretty spotty at the moment, so I won't really be able to show you that. But you can see the original 6P video that I created with our hands-on showing the Now on Tap capability right now. But really, those are just the changes from the original Nexus 6 to the 6P. As far as battery life is concerned, we are looking at a larger 3450 unit in the 6P, which should be able to power the phone for quite a while. Popping down to the bottom here, you are going to see the change in the charging port. The charging port on the bottom being USB, micro USB on the original Nexus 6 is now USB Type-C, so that standard is really going to be moving forward. But what's great is that the Nexus 6P is also going to have fast charging in the new USB Type-C port, which is always a great addition to have. The Nexus 6P will start at $499 and is available in the Google Store, but we are told that it is going to be available across a number of different manufacturing partners, department stores, and also carriers as well. So the Google Store will be the main place that you can get it, but there are going to be a few other avenues you can get it at as well. So that was just a quick look at both of these particular phones. We are comparing the two new Nexus devices with the originals, and you'll be able to see all of those here at AndroidAuthority.com because we are your source for all things Android.